What's going on, Pathway to Purpose family? I am super excited about our guest today. He is a business owner, he is a fitness beast, and he is my brother, Christian Scott. Let's get to it. Christian Scott, got you on the podcast today. How are you, sir?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing well, chilling, no complaints.
Thank you.
Very excited to have you here. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, like you said, my name is Christian Scott, and I'm the owner of CS Fitness. Like the name suggests, it's a fitness company, and just started in October. And I'm just glad I'm moving in the right direction. I'm just glad to be moving forward in my purpose.
That's awesome. I know you talked about the fitness company, and you're very disciplined. Like I see you. But for those of you who don't know, this is my brother. Awesome guy, and I see you just stay disciplined throughout your whole day. Mm-hmm. I guess we'll talk about that later. But can you tell us about a time that you said yes to God?
Well, I would say the first time I said yes, or the most recent.
Either one. Okay. Let's do both. Let's do the first time, and then let's do the most recent later.
Okay. I would say the first time I said yes, and that was like unconsciously, was when I first started Taekwondo. That was probably the first time I said yes to God, because that opened the door for my fitness business. Mm. I said yes to God with Taekwondo. I was around 7 or 8. And that's why I was just realizing and understanding, God, He's all way maker. He's all knowing, Alpha and Omega. That's all I was just starting to understand at that time. Mm. And yeah, like God, like he's the one that's going to move forward in life. And so I said yes to God when I started Taekwondo, and literally the rest of that was history. Trophies, medals, not even that aside, the discipline that came with Taekwondo, it was something serious.
Yeah.
The work ethic, that helped me with school, and that helped me with having different connections with different people that I would never known, and that's how it's helped me today as well.
Yeah, he's truly blessed you. There's in your mom's house, it's just like so many trophies and awards and pictures, and you've been doing it for years, and
right.
You seem to have a good grasp on it. It seems difficult, right? Like how do you get through the learning of it and staying consistent with it?
A lot of it is going to be mental. It's going to be mental. You're going to tell yourself, all right, I don't feel like doing this right now. I don't know if I can do this right now. I don't know if I can. And that's where you got to push forward and be like, I can do it. And taking a day at a time. That's where, like, looking in the big picture and looking like far in the future, don't do that. That's going to mess you up. I got to take it literally day at a time. Like, all right, let me focus on this. Let me get this technique down. Let me get this concept down. Let me get this down real quick. Or practice as much as I can. Then, all right, I'm moving on to the next one. And some concepts took a day. Some concepts maybe took a week. Some took even years. So it's just that discipline you have to maintain in order to do better and to remain focused, and pretty much that's it.
Yeah. Were there times where you felt like excuse me? Were there times where you felt like you were gonna stop and just quit, or?
Yeah, I felt I wanted to quit a lot, especially it was one time when I fractured my foot and I was out the game for about a year. I was like,
it's a long time.
Yeah, I was like, all right, man. Yeah, I already knew, during that time, I already knew, getting back into some of the things would have been, the worst. It would have felt great to be back, at that time, but I know I had to take a day at a time. If I came too soon, then that would have messed up. So that was my season to, compete and do Taekwondo, but it was a lot.
In that time where you weren't doing it, where you just had to just sit down, what type of conversation did you have with God during that?
It was mostly God, what am I going to do now? God, where, if I have to do something else, am I going to have to find another, not career, but another path to go? And he was like, no, just calm down. You just season the rest. Just season the rest. You all the stuff you've done prior. I believe it was I flexed my foot in my freshman year in high school. I started Taekwondo in seventh grade, not seventh grade. When I was 7,
Mm-hmm.
so between that period, I don't know exactly how many years, but between that period, it was like accomplished so much. And in this case, he was like, all right, let's take a breath, just breathe, and this is what you're gonna do now. So I started getting more into the teaching aspect rather than the competing aspect. And the teaching, and that's what I love. I love teaching and like building up like the next generation, helping them. I love that.
That's good stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, it's very difficult to sit around and just
yeah.
wait sometimes. And I feel like just we as people like for stuff to just happen like right then.
Exactly.
And we try to rush it. But I heard someone say that, life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And that's
Right.
such a big thing because when you move fast you can miss what God's telling you, right?
Exactly.
Especially when his timing is different from ours.
Hmm. And like at the moment, like when my foot was fractured, that's why I was like, all right, so what am I gonna do? Like, I really want to get back out there and compete. I really want to just go. And so there was definitely a lot of moments of crying and just like I was I would say I was battling like sort of depression. I was battling that, but I got pulled through it. God helped me, and that's where I think my spiritual journey took a leap right there during that moment because and that's another reason why he wanted me to wait, just because I was so busy on Taekwondo. And my mom was on Taekwondo, personal training, different stuff like that. And God was like, "What's my time? Where all the time I'm putting in there, what's the time to put with me?" And so that's where I really took off for my spiritual journey and just started studying my Bible more. Just started just having different conversations, more conversations with him, praying more, and it was tough, but it started becoming much easier after like talking to him more and just focusing on him, and other stuff just fell into place.
Have you always been so disciplined with it? Like, I know you started when you were 7, but was it always just like it came easy to you? Just because I see it leak over into your whole daily life. You know what I mean? From the way that you iron clothes to the way that you chase other things. Is that something that's always been there, or?
I would say, yeah, because like mom, she the epitome of discipline. So I know she started that. Then my instructor, man, it's a good one. He enforced it even more, and so that's where it really just took off in my daily life and personal life. So I'm like, all right, I don't feel like doing this, but it has to be done sooner or later. So let me get this over with now. Or it's like, all right, and that's where I found myself like doing better in school, like even my personal life, getting stuff more organized, more balanced. I think that discipline with my mom and my instructor really helped me out in my daily life.
Is that did you always did you think that you were gonna just be a personal trainer later on, or did you think that Taekwondo would be like competitions and things the whole time? Or
I thought Taekwondo was my competitions.
yeah,
I thought Taekwondo was gonna be like that's the way I'm gonna make it in Taekwondo, like. And I was introduced to the personal training when I was 16, but I was really more focused on it, just because Taekwondo competing, I love it. And that's what I wanted to do. I even thought about like opening my own martial arts school. Like I had the whole idea.
Yeah.
Martial arts school. I live on the top floor. Not personal, but Taekwondo like sessions or training be at the bottom floor. I had the whole plan. And God was like, "All right, that's cute. I'm gonna start real quick." And this is what's really gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it was hard, but I had to swallow my pride. Be like, this ain't what I want. This ain't what God want. This is what I want. So I was like, God, what do you want from me? And that's what He wants from me, personal training. So I really took personal training seriously. I'll say most recently, because I know there was a period I was just comfortable being home and just comfortable, where I was at, going to school, might find a good job, and yeah, I was being comfortable at home. And God was like, okay, it's cute. You take your sweet time. Look at the time. Okay, let me just push you a little bit. Let me just touch you a little bit, so you feel a little restless at night. Touch you a little bit. Like, okay, you gonna move yet? You're not? Okay, let me mess this area in life real quick. See what you're gonna do.
Wow.
And so, oh, you're not gonna move? Let me mess up a little relationship real quick. See what's about to happen. And so, it was like one thing after another was being disrupted in my daily life, and I was like, I don't like disruption.
Mm.
You know, like discipline, I like organized. Disruption, I hate it. But that helped me come to terms with, all right, I have to move forward. I have to find this next step. I can't wait for God to like tell me what to do. I have to step out first. I have to do something, and He'll follow me along the way. He'll help me along the way.
Yeah.
And so that's what I really did within the past like few months. And I know I'm a little late to the party, but He was like better late than never. And so he's been steadily and increasingly pushing me forward. To be honest.
That's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But with all that happening in your life and all the disruption, how did that affect your relationship with the people around you?
It was. I would say it did. It made me isolate myself more to understand the bigger picture. Like, all right, what are you doing with your life right now? You can wait as long as you want it, but until you take this first step, I'm not going to move. And so I started finding myself like, even when I'm around people, I started finding myself, what am I doing with my life? There's another breath of like, all right, they're being successful, they're doing their thing. I was like, how come I didn't move yet? How come I'm not taking this first step? Like, why am I being held back? And that's how I really had to come to terms, like, just pray to God, like, what am I doing? Where am I at? Like, where am I about to head to the future? What do you have planned? What do you have in store for me? And this and all the praying and stuff, he wasn't answering me just because, I didn't move yet. I didn't move, and I wasn't being still and patient enough to listen for his answer. And that really helped me. That made me understand that I need to move. I need to take my first step out.
You brought up like comparing yourself to people. I just found that it's something that I do a lot, and it's not healthy at all.
Oh, yeah.
But I tend to focus on it a good bit because you see other people, like you said, just doing great things. It's like, dang, I should be able to do all those great things. And it's like I can do it when really it's not what God wants me to do. My walk looks different from everybody else's.
Right.
But even with that, it still doesn't take away the humanly feeling to want to be like the people that you see.
Right.
How do you deal with that?
And so just at the time, because I wasn't doing nothing or wasn't like moving forward in my life, and I see everyone else moving forward, I'm like, dang, how come I didn't move forward? And at the time, it was like kicking the chest or punching the stomach. It was like, I was like, I really want to be like that. I really want to be like that. And then that's the guy was like, just focus on you, focus on yourself, ignore all the outside distractions, focus on me. Your time is coming. It's going to come. But theirs just came first, and they actually put in the work and the steps to move. I didn't. And so it was like, just focus on you, focus on what I'm trying to tell you, and then you will reach your destiny. But you have to focus on me, not the other I would say the other path for other people. Yeah.
So what would you say is your most recent yes?
Most recent yes was, I would say, most recent was getting back. I would say getting back and taking my personal training seriously, because it was revealed that personal training and fitness, that would be my main goals in life. Taekwondo, I had to take a step back. It was like, all right, personal training. A lot of people need personal training. All right, let's make this happen. This is what you have to do. So my instructor, Master Goodwin, I was talking to him about, personal training. I want to take it seriously. And so after a month, he certified me as a personal trainer after about a month. And so after that, created my own business, CS Fitness, and literally everything just fell into place after that.
That's good stuff. How have you seen that help other people? Like, do you have a specific story where you've seen someone's life be affected in a positive way from you saying yes?
I would say the bishop at my church, because he has It was a lot. It's a lot, to be honest. So the bishop has different, I would say, different problems regarding like flexibility, strength, the mental game is like certain glucose levels. He had to maintain like the glucose shots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had to get like three, like almost three a week, 3 of a week. I can't remember exactly.
Oh wow.
And so just after the help talking with him, helping him understand what you need to do, he's lost a lot. He's lost a good bit of weight, more than 20 pounds.
Okay.
Not taking the shot as much. I would say he got down to once. Like last month, it was just once. He took the shot once last month
Wow.
instead of 3 a week or every other week. And I was just like, wow. And it opened my eyes to be like, the fact I took this long, to like start my personal training, who's to say his healing would have started earlier?
Wow.
His healing process would have started earlier had I not have taken that next step
Wow.
earlier.
That's crazy because you said that you were doing it since you were 16,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you didn't take it seriously back then. And you think about how many people are waiting for you to make that step.
Literally. And I looked at personal training then, I was like, all right, personal trainers help me with Taekwondo in competitions and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't take it as I'm teaching or helping other people through the personal training sessions that I'm taught from my instructor. I didn't look at it as that. I didn't look at it that way. And because I didn't have that outlook, it took me longer to understand it. But I came around, thank the Lord came around, and I know where my next step is going to be.
That is so good. I love that. That's amazing. Because my biggest thing is the bad things that we go through help other people. Because they look horrible in the moment, right? But
Right.
when we look at it later on in life after we pass it, because we're going to get through it.
Right.
We can use everything that we've learned to help other people. Do you have a specific like plan that you have when it comes to like reading reading the Bible to make sure that you still hear from God correctly?
I know, like sometimes he'll wake me up in the morning, middle of the night, be like, all right, read this verse real quick. Like just a verse just randomly, like just put in my heart, and I'll either look at this verse like in the morning and be like, all right, this is what he wants me to focus on right now. Then I might just read the rest of this chapter, see what can help me. And then other times it's on the Bible app, it's like a specific like plan he wants me to read. And so I'm like, interesting. And I get confirmation from either conversations like even in my room watching TV, confirmation watching TV, confirmation on the video game I'm playing, confirmation like from like conversations from out here. Just different conversations that confirms, okay, this is what I need to read. And the next thing, like for me, was I used to take my time, and by that I mean I used to, all right, I read a verse. God want me to read more, but I'll be like, I read it later. Then I miss out on what He has for me that day, or how I could help other people that day. When I say when I said I'll do this later, I really put off what He wanted me to do to help someone that day.
Wow.
And that's where like even recently I was like, I need to not be lazy and be diligent enough and disciplined enough to like read this fully and understand what God wants me to do.
That's good. That is so good because when you can just not do what He says, and it affects so many people. Like it's not, and it's to me it's personally it's a selfish thing, right? He tells me to do something, I just don't do it, and it's like, oh, I just affected myself, but it's not. It's other people. So you do the Taekwondo. Are you still doing Taekwondo?
It's more the teaching.
Okay, you just teach it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have the personal training. You also have a YouTube channel with your girlfriend, right?
Right.
How's that going? Tell us about that.
It's going good. It's called Heavenly Eats, and so Heavenly Eats because people always say we're always going somewhere, always eating, and it was people like, you should make a YouTube channel. We was like, no, it might be a lot of work. I don't know. In actuality, the YouTube channel probably I know the YouTube channel like started portraying like our personalities of how we act around each other. We started portraying it on YouTube, and a lot of people was like,
because y'all are funny. y'all are hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
in a lot of the conversations that people even need. Some people just need laughter, and God's like, people want to see your channel. People want to see what you're eating, to see what you're eating and how that helps you. And also, people just want a good laugh.
Yeah. People
need laugh. The day might not be good right now, and they just want just a good laugh.
All right.
So heavily, it was definitely a game changer too, just because there's all sorts of food, good food as well that we haven't even known about.
Yeah.
And also helped us be more healthy because we started doing more vegan stuff. Like we want to show people there's different vegan restaurants in actuality. It also helped us because we started going to those vegan restaurants more than going to McDonald's or Zaxby's or Burger King or whatever the case may be. So
vegan food, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna say I don't like it. I've never tried it. Like what's so great about it that it's okay for you to eat? Because you're not a actual vegan, but you do like vegan food, right?
Right. And the biggest misconception is vegan food is not just eating salads, lettuce.
I feel like it is.
Yeah, it's not like celery. Like that's vegan food is not just eating strictly like just salads and stuff. Like there is like vegan chicken, there is vegan macaroni and cheese.
Two of the biggest things that I'm just like, don't mess with those things. Because they have a video where you all ate a chicken sandwich, and I'm just like, that chicken sandwich cannot be good.
Yo, that chicken sandwich was probably the best thing I had since who knows.
I don't believe it.
That thing was busting.
I would try. What do they make it out of? Like, because it's not chicken, right? So what do you know what it's made out of? Or
I'm so new on the vegan game.
It doesn't matter.
I can't tell you that, but I know it was good. Yeah. I know I felt better. The biggest thing, I felt better afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Like that day we did that vegan. We did the vegan video.
Mm-hmm.
I really felt that better that day. I had vegan. Cause for that day, I had enough vegan food for the whole day. Actually, for the next couple of days, I just had the vegan food. It was the chicken sandwich. It was the green beans. It was greens. It was hot, but it was so good.
Yeah.
What else?
The mac and cheese.
Yeah, the mac and cheese. It was other stuff.
There's something else in there. I don't remember what it was.
It was other stuff, but I slept better that night.
That's amazing.
There was next 2 nights I slept better. I felt more energized. I had more energy than I usually have throughout the day. And eating those 2 vegan foods that day is made me realize, like, dang, I need to get better. I need to start eating right.
It's crazy. Yeah, because when you change, you can't just work out, right? You gotta work out and you gotta eat better too.
Right. Because you can't come to, I tell my clients too, you can't work out with me and expect to go to Wendy's to get a 4 for 4 and think what you did today is going to help you, like in the long run.
Yeah.
You're literally negating what your goals are. You're literally negating what you did today.
Dang. I think that's my biggest problem when it comes to working out, because I know that I need to eat better. Because I don't like vegetables. I just
yeah, you need to get
I need to. I eat them. Like I eat green beans. You know, it's a vegetable. Corn is not a vegetable. I'm not sure if y'all knew that, but it's not. It's a. I don't know.
Corn is in everything.
Yeah.
Like if you don't know, corn is in like tires.
What?
It's in toothpaste.
What?
Something to make up. Corn is in everything. So I'm not eating it. So
just stop eating corn.
I mean,
it's good. It's not a vegetable, so it doesn't matter. But when it comes to vegetables, eat more vegetables.
Yeah, there's a whole list so you can see what corn can be put in. So if you go on Google and look it up. That's a whole conversation for another day. But yeah,
I also love that the consistency with y'all's videos. You always have a verse up front. You know what I mean? It's heavenly eats the whole way. You know what I mean? Right. You don't hide that. Hey, we're here for God, and we're doing this to show love to show love to people. So I love that. Whose idea was it to put the actual verses up?
It was actually her idea. No. I was the one that said we should put like a different verse up
Yeah.
before every video. But my girlfriend Sarah, she's the one who puts the verses up.
Okay. So
Yeah,
she picks it up. Okay.
Yeah, I don't choose.
That's all right.
Yeah, she chooses. She knows what she's doing. So
that's good stuff.
Yeah.
How long have y'all been together?
Since senior year high school.
Okay.
Senior year. Yeah.
Long time.
Right.
About that time.
Yeah, we're getting there. Amen. We're getting there.
That's all right.
Yep.
Is there anything else that you have planned for your future? Like, how are you planning out your future? How are you planning it out and still making sure that it's on track with the purpose that God has for you?
It's not necessarily me planning it out because me personally, I have no idea what the future's going to entail. I write out some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd be like, literally, I will write stuff out for the next like 3 to 5 years. Then I get most of my thoughts from God when I'm asleep.
Yeah.
So God talking when my sleep is like, remember that playing you did? It was cute. We can remember that real quick. So next I'd be like, I thought that's what he wanted me to do, but apparently not. So it's in the trash. And so literally, I would get almost all my ideas in my dreams when I talk to him. The different events I have that's coming up, he gave me them ideas. And even if he doesn't give it to me, he'll tell me who to talk to so I can have the idea to plan like an event or where I'm going to go in the future.
Yeah. That's good.
And so, to be honest, right now, I'm still walking. I don't know exactly where I will be at, but I'm still walking. So, he's like you said, I'm putting all my trust in him. He's guiding me every step of the way.
Have you had a time where you knew that God told you to not do something and you still did it?
Yeah.
What happened then? Like, what was it and what happened? What actually came from it?
It was necessary stress. It was, once again, a restless night. When I have a restless night, that's how I know I did something about this day I shouldn't have done. What is it that I did? Or like, say like even with personal training, if I was supposed to, I go as far as all right, what day should I set up my personal training schedule like for like these people?
Mm-hmm.
If I train them, and it's sometimes like just a bad feeling, or just at night I'm like, I just think about it, I'm like, I shouldn't have done like this session.
Mm-hmm.
I should have moved it to another time or something, so I could focus my time in this session for something else.
Yeah.
So it goes that deep, and I'm like, it's either restless nights, or it's either like, all right, I need to isolate myself to figure out what's going on. I know something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I know something's wrong, but I don't know what. So I'm isolating myself so I can get right. It's like.
Did you ever deal with the fear of wondering, like, are people going to actually sign up for the classes and different things like that?
Oh yeah, man. When you say stuff, you have power.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say like I'm scared.
Yeah.
My mom, I'm like, I hope people sign up. My mom, like, what if they don't? What if I get up people sign up? What am I going to do? My mom, I'm freaking out. Now I'm like, calm down. Spare the thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Everything will work out.
Just don't say it.
Yeah, don't say it. Nope. So I have had those thoughts, but I keep telling myself, calm down, bury the thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen. God will provide. I keep telling myself each season and every time I have to say, God will provide. God will not abandon me. He will help me. I have to keep telling myself that and believing it's going to happen.
Your words are so important. People take it for granted, but God says that that life and death is in the power of the tongue, and there's problems that I've had, and in my mind I'm just like, God, this is horrible. And I just start saying the opposite. I'm just like, this will not happen. It's not. Right. I will say it over and over again because I know that if I speak it more, it'll happen good. I think people need to watch their words more.
Like it's times like you can be weak, but just say you're strong. Like we know you're weak, just don't say it. Say you're strong. You say you're strong. Just keep on telling yourself. Even though like sometimes with anxiety, you don't have anxiety. You don't have it. You gotta keep on telling yourself that you don't have it. You don't have it. You gotta speak life. Don't have anxiety. I will get through this.
Even though that's what you feel in that moment. And somebody taught me that even though life and death is in the power of the tongue, it still starts with a thought.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta protect like what you put into your mind and
Yeah.
and everything. And I'm very cautious about just what I listen to and also
Exactly.
what I watch.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been more cautious about stuff like that?
Oh yeah, it's got to the point where, like, just nowadays, I just watch anime.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even watch real TV no more. I
Yeah,
just go on Hulu, anime, and even like some animes, I can't take in all that because like, nope,
yeah,
you ain't gonna mess me up right now. I'm in a good mood. I'm in the right mind frame. Not gonna mess me up. And so it's like I started seeing that I'm watching less TV now. I'm starting to, just be more on my word books, what I'm trying to do with my personal training stuff.
mm-hmm.
I'm more focused, even stuff with stocks and stuff, different stuff like that. Just more focused on learning more stuff and getting more knowledge.
Yeah.
And like I said, what you see and what you hear, what you put in is never going to come out
Yeah.
just like that too.
Mm-hmm. Even if you think that it's not,
Exactly.
it'll show up at some point.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
You can't you can like take some stuff you think it won't affect you, but it's like putting it like in the bag. Eventually the bag's gonna overfill and that stuff is gonna come out.
So with everything that you've seen God do in your life and all the evidence that He has showed you, is there anything that you are expecting Him to do from here?
The main thing I expect from God, just like I said, He'll never abandon me. I expect Him to, just always be by me and to help me keep moving forward in the right direction, keeping me like in the right frame of mind. Yeah, I know He's going to bless me beyond my imagination.
Yeah.
So I keep thinking, all right, I'm gonna have my own gym one day.
Yeah.
He might make me have 10 gyms, or
That's right.
Or I don't know, but if I can think it, He's going to multiply that. So
I believe that you can't dream too big. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And dreams are awesome, right?
Yep.
But even then, you gotta
Do the work.
Like you said, you have to do the actual work. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're dreaming and then God tells you that's not what He wants you to do, then you gotta stop dreaming. Stop dreaming that one. Because I mean, you can still have it in your mind, but you shouldn't focus on it. Like,
Right.
yeah, you're just wasting time. Especially if it's not gonna happen. It's just
Well, it's a cute thought.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Or like you said, it may happen and then it'll just start taking it away.
Literally, like when I started like personal training thing, the reason why I knew I was supposed to do personal training thing just because when I started, it was like a catapult,
Mm-hmm.
like a slingshot.
Yeah.
Wait for me to take off. And when He let go, just everything starts falling in place rapidly.
Mm. That's why it's so important to start young. Like we're young. How old are you?
24.
I thought it was 23, but 24, 25. And it's like when you start young. Like I don't want to be 50 years old and being like, all right, I'm gonna get my life right now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna focus on what God wants me to do because I've wasted 50 years of just chasing after something that wasn't there.
Right.
And it's like if you're young, like start now, and it's never too late if you are older, right?
Exactly.
But if you focus on what God wants you to do now when you're younger, it'll just take off, and then you'll see everything fall into place, and it just gives you that peace because He gives you the peace that you need just to get through every time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I love
Every
that.
time.
You got anything else for the people?
Don't wait around. Please take the next step. God's waiting on you. You're not waiting on God. He's waiting on you to take the next step. And so that's what I had to learn. So take the next step, please.
So how can we find you? What's your YouTube channel?
YouTube channel is Heavenly Eats, and ours is Heavenly Eats with the exclamation point at the end. You can follow me on Facebook, it's Chris Scott, or follow my business page, which is CS Fitness.
CS Fitness.
Yep.
CS Fitness.
CS Fitness.
You got an event coming up.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. January 16th.
This is the third one, right?
This is the second one.
Second one.
Right.
Okay, so
The first one was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I didn't make it. I was working my other job, and I was kind of happy that I didn't make it. I'm not gonna lie, because this guy, he will get you right, but he's not even gonna let up on you. And I've watched your videos over and over again, and I'm just like, man, that if I was there, I would be in it. I wouldn't stop, but I really don't want to be there, right? And then this next one came up, and I was checking my calendar. I was like, I don't have anything to do that day. I'm not working. I was like,
you gotta be there.
Guess I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there all the way. Like I said, I haven't worked out in a year, like a whole year, like legit 1 year, and that's not true. I think I've worked out once, but once doesn't. It's still a year, but let's go. Let's go.
Like I said, I have expectations for people, and I know with certain expectations I know you're going to meet. And I know you have. If you have the ability to meet those expectations, you choose not to. That's when I get upset. And yeah,
that's what you're there for, though, right? You know, you're not just there to say, oh, you know, you can't do it. I get it. Blah, blah, blah. Right. I'm here to train you. Like I can see that you can do it, so you're gonna do it, right?
Literally, my slogan is train like the champions you are. You're a champion. Now it's time to put in the work, act like it.
Come on, so, that is such good stuff.
Yeah, so I hold my clients to a standard because I know for a fact a lot of my clients can reach their goals. They just don't know how to approach it or have the drive to do it. That's why I'm here. I will help you get that drive, and you have no choice but to reach your goals with me.
Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Well, thank you for being on the podcast, man.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me.
You got you brought us some good words and talked about, trusting God and just following his path. And thank you for that.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Yes, sir. My dude. All right.
I want to thank all of you for listening to the Pathway to Purpose podcast. I hope you heard something that helps you grow and something that you can pass on to someone else. Stay tuned for the next episode and check out the Pathway to Purpose Instagram and Facebook to see inspirational quotes to help you on your journey. I want to thank my whole team at Scott Young Media Group for making this podcast possible. Be blessed, everyone.